This video is going to be about the Osmo Pocket 3, but probably not in the sense that you might be expecting. I didn't want to make another Osmo Pocket 3 review since there are many out there that are very good, and we already know how great of a product this thing is. So instead, I thought maybe I just show you how I actually use this product to make the content that I usually make. And for a little bit of context, I like to go driving every now and then, and I also like to film cars and all that stuff. So the main purpose of the Osmo Pocket 3 is essentially for that. And now in this video that I made just recently, it's about 2 minutes long. I used the Osmo Pocket 3 as my main camera, and I also used my Mavic Mini 2 and my Google Pixel Pro 9. I know those things kind of don't match, so you'll have to excuse the color grading since I'm not really good at it. I'm still learning, but I did my best. Now throughout that video, you'll also see at the bottom left corner what camera I actually used to film that particular clip, just so it's clear. For the sound, I also used DJI's mic. I attached it to the back of my car so I could get the exhaust note. What I didn't know was that I was also going to pick up some of the sound of the dirt and the rocks that are basically just flying all over the place. I tried to minimize that in post, but you might hear it. The idea for this video is to just give you some ideas or maybe inspiration on how to get different angles using the Osmo Pocket 3 for, different types of scenarios. This is definitely not going to be covering all those scenarios. It's mainly specific for just in-car shots, really. And shortly after that video, I'll be sharing the different accessories that I actually used to help mount the Osmo Pocket 3 in the car and some of the other stuff that I used. Anyway, I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you watch until the end. So yeah, for the most part, the Osmo Pocket 3 did an amazing job of capturing just about everything. I do think that I made a little bit of a mistake by shooting everything at 24 frames per second. And the reason I say that is that some of the shots that I actually took, you can see how shaky or jittery my hands were. Because the thing is, the Osmo Pocket 3 doesn't completely eliminate it. It just helps you get rid of it. So you still have to steady yourself when you're moving or when you're walking. But if I increased the frame rate to maybe 60 frames per second and then slowed it down later in post, then the footage would look much smoother. So those are the things that I actually learned myself. The Mavic Mini 2 did a decent job of just establishing the shot. I'm just not really good with color grading, footage from that. The Google Pixel 9 Pro is probably one of my favorite products that have come out in the last few years, but it's I don't think it's really good for videos. I mean, it does a really decent job, but I still think that, there's something about it that just doesn't sit really well with me. However, the photos on that thing though, it's really, really good. And I'm actually thinking of making a video about my Google Pixel 9 Pro experience. And let me know if you would like to see that video because I really like that product. Anyway, for the accessories, the main suction cup that I used for the Osmo Pocket 3 is this one by Ulanzi. And I like it because it really does hang onto the surface like really, really well. It doesn't have to be glass as long as it's smooth and it can get a good suction. It's not going to come off. I also like that it has this very heavy duty arm that you can manipulate so that you can change the angle. And at the end of it, I've attached a F38 plate because I like to use the Falcon quick release system for all my camera gear basically. So I have one attached here and I also have one attached to this cover that goes on to the Osmo Pocket 3. This one is also by Ulanzi, and aside from it giving you a kind of like a better grip, it also lets you attach an arca or a plate at the back of it so I can mount the Osmo Pocket 3 vertically. If you're wondering if this video is sponsored by Ulanzi, it's not. I just really happen to like their products. Also at the bottom of the Osmo Pocket 3, I have this attachment by K&F Concept, and what it really does is it lets me attach more things underneath. I also like it because I can just have that, and the Osmo Pocket 3 can stand on its own on any flat surface without the use of a tripod. Speaking of tripod, I use this one by Ulanzi because it's just simple and it extends and it does a really good job with holding a small camera like the Osmo Pocket 3. Because of the versatility of these tools, I can mount the Osmo Pocket 3 in so many different ways. One of my favorite views is basically mounting it onto the navigation screen or the actual screen that's on my car instead of the window because it gives me that point of view of kind of looking over the hood. You can mount it to the driver's windows or you can mount it to the passenger's windows, and just changing the height of the mounting point and the distance from the front of the car to the back of the car can dramatically change the look of the scene. So yeah, the Osmo Pocket 3 is an awesome piece of tech, and I like it because I don't have to lug around a lot of camera equipment. I can literally just have this one camera and a suction mount. And that's pretty much it. If you want to purchase some of the accessories that I showed in this video, the links will be down below in the description box. And these are affiliate links, so any purchase made through these links is going to help me a ton. So I just want to say thanks in advance. And I look forward to seeing you again on the next video.